Hello viewers, I'm Rohit Khurana, your host on Carblog India, and today we have with us the Hyundai Grand i10 diesel. This is the 1.1 liter diesel engine. The variant that we are testing is the Asta optional variant, which is top of the line, comes with driver and passenger airbags and anti-lock braking system. There are a lot of features which come loaded onto this small car, and it is equipped with a very fuel efficient diesel engine. We'll give you a comprehensive exteriors, interiors, drive handling, as well as comfort and feature review of the Hyundai Grand i10 diesel. Let's get started. Starting with the exterior styling of the Hyundai Grand i10, it looks very familiar and very similar to the Hyundai family that we see in i10 and i20. The design language is very similar with the same hexagonal grille on the front. There is pronounced Hyundai logo in the middle, finished in chrome. There is a sleek chrome slat over here which gives kind of premiumness to this car. Also, the side sweeping headlamps give a good look with integrated turn indicators. You also get fog lamps on the top of the line variants. It is also finished inside a casing which looks somewhat pentagonal in shape. There are sharp lines as well as triangular formations in the design language, as you can see. So this is a triangular form which is forming here. We see this design language from Hyundai right from the cars like the Eon, the i10 and i20. The Hyundai i10 Grand has been placed somewhere between i10 and the i20 and also is sized between these two cars. Looking at the side profile of the Grand i10, you will see pronounced wheel arches at the front, and there are some body lines running right from here right till the back of the car to the tail lamp cluster. It rides on 14-inch alloy wheels. On the top of the line variant, you get diamond cut alloy wheels with high precision machining, and they look really nice and classy. Moving a little further, you will see outside rear view mirrors. These are power folding mirrors and they have integrated turn indicators. When you lock the car, they fold on their own, and when you unlock the car, they unfold on their own. There are also controls on the inside to fold and unfold as required. There are chrome finished outside door handles with keyless entry button. This small black tab which you see opens up the car. If you have key in your pocket, it detects the proximity. It locks or unlocks the car, so you don't need to actually take out the key out of your pocket to use this car. There is a push button start system, so you don't even need the key to start the car. The Grand i10 also gets some side moldings or side body claddings. These are protective claddings which prevent scratches on the side of the cars. The roofline of the Grand i10 is much more curvy, and as you can see, it is more aerodynamic this time. This not only improves the aerodynamic efficiency but also gives a nice styling to the car. There are black color body hugging roof lines running on the car which makes it look very sporty. When we come towards the rear tire, you also see there are pronounced wheel arches running around this tire as well, and there are side sweeping tail lamp cluster. Let us show you more from the rear angle. From the rear angle, you can see this chunky looking tail lamp cluster with integrated turn indicators and brake lamps. It looks very nice and stylish. Moving a little further, you can see this rounded sort of windshield at the back with a rear spoiler which looks really sporty. There is a high mounted stop lamp which is provided here, and there is a micro antenna which is provided on the roof of this car. So this is a very short one, but it has some winding, so it gets the signals correctly. Here you see Asta branding. There is again Hyundai branding in the middle, and there is a small rubber button in the middle which when you press, it opens up the boot. There is an integrated parcel tray on the top of the line variants, and here you get the access to the boot. This is a fairly large boot of around 300 liters, and you can keep like 2 large bags in this if you are going for an airport commute or something like that. Talking a bit further about the rear styling, you'll see the boot door is also kind of curvy and it gives a nice touch to the overall design of the car. There are sharp looking reflectors provided on the rear bumper, and you have these rear park assist sensors. These small circles that you see are the rear parking assist sensors. They warn you with an audible beep when you are reversing the car and tell you if the rear object is coming too close to the car. The top of the line variant also offers rear washer, wiper as well as defogger, so when you are driving in winter or rainy season, you get a good visibility from the rear windshield. Under the hood we have a 1.1 liter 3-cylinder unit This churns out a peak power of 71 PS and a peak torque of around 160 Newton meters. This engine is fairly responsive and has very good low end torque. It does not make us feel like we are driving a diesel. The torque delivery as well as the power delivery is very close to linear. You can actually hear a lot of diesel clatter when the bonnet is open, but once we close it, the clatter is very well contained inside. There is a lot of noise insulation padding that is used in the car, and once we are inside the cabin we can hardly hear any engine sound. So with the noise, vibration and harshness levels, Hyundai has done a very good job at insulating the sound out of the cabin. Let me take you inside the Hyundai Grand i10 and show you how the interiors look like. Starting from the driver side door trim, you see there are lots of controls. This one is for power folding the outside rear view mirrors. So you can press this button and power fold the mirror or unfold them by pressing it again. The outside rear view mirrors are internally adjustable using the controls provided here. There are power window controls with which you can lock the power window. These are the door lock controls and these are the power window controls which you get. There is also place to keep a water bottle on the map pocket on the driver's side. You can put some more knickknacks in the cubby holes provided over here. So from the door now let's look at the insides. So first thing that you see here is this different looking knob. This is actually the driver's seat height adjust feature which you get on the Hyundai Grand i10. If you move this lever, you can change the seat height of the driver, which gives good adjust for the driver on the seat height control. Front seats have bucket seat design and they hold you really nice when you are going on a journey. There are integrated head restraints which are comfortable and look good. They are nicely integrated in the Hyundai Grand i10. These seats are comfortable. The driver side seat has height adjust feature, so you get a lot of comfortable seating position along with the tilt adjust steering. So you have a knob down here. When you push this, you can adjust the steering wheel position as per your driving. Going further, one thing you will notice which is very different is the engine start stop button. This car comes with keyless entry, so you have a push button start. You don't need to take the key out of your pocket. If it is in your pocket and you are inside the car, it will detect and it will let you start the engine. There is a circular air conditioning vent right here. This is the instrument console which comes with a tachometer, a speedometer, fuel gauge as well as temperature gauge. Moving a little behind, you see the steering wheel. This is a really sporty steering wheel finished in 3-spoke design and it has lots of controls on it. You get the volume control and a big mute button to quickly mute, and you have the mode button and seek button, so you can change the tracks, you can change the radio stations, etc. There are phone controls on this side, so you can accept a call or reject a call using these two buttons, and you have reset and trip buttons. Using this you can adjust the trip meter provided in the instrument cluster. This is a display which gives multiple information like the average speed, average distance, trip information, etc. You also get the digital odometer just below it. The central console of the car comes with an integrated 2-din music system which looks nice and gives lots of information like the tracks which are playing. There are 2 large air conditioning vents which are circular in shape, and you have the controls for the music system all around. You get CD, Bluetooth as well as pen drive supports. You can attach your pen drives and auxiliary cables in the console provided here, which is just below the air conditioning consoles. The air conditioning is manual even in the top of the line variant, and the knobs look good quality and they have good finish. There is also a 12-volt power socket provided in the middle, and there is one on the back seat as well. We'll just show you. The gear knob is finished in chrome on the top of the line variant, and you have the chrome tip on the handbrake lever as well. Talking of the glove box, there is something worth mentioning, that it has the air conditioning vent inside, so it is a cooled glove box. You can open the air conditioning vent and cool your beverages inside the glove box while you are going on a hot day for a long commute. The overall finish of the dashboard seems good. It is done nicely in the dual tone with beige and black and looks premium for the price segment it is placed in. The gear knob is slightly different. The reverse gear is on the left hand side of the first gear, and you have to push this cup a little bit upward to put it in reverse gear. If you put it to extreme left and push it, it will engage the first gear, but if you have this lifted and then you push it, it goes a little more further and you engage the reverse gear. It comes with rear parking assist and it gives you beep signals when you approach an object on the rear which comes very close. Giving you a view of the rear seat, you can see there are some more cubby holes provided here. You can keep a full-size water bottle in the door pockets. There are some more cubby holes which double up as the handles. The power window controls for the rear passengers are here, and inside door handles are finished in silver. When you talk of the rear seat comfort, it is a fairly comfortable place to be in, but it may be a slight squeeze for 3 passengers at the back. The top of the line variant comes with adjustable head restraints, so you can adjust it as per your comfort. We have put the passenger side seat towards the maximum back, and you can see that there is still some legroom which is available, although it may not be comfortable. And the driver side seat has been pushed to maximum forward position, and this is the maximum legroom that you can get at the rear seat. When traveling in the rear of the Hyundai Grand i10, you get your own air conditioning vents. Yes, you have air conditioning vents with dual controls, so the passenger sitting on left or right can adjust their AC vents accordingly, and you can change the flow of air by turning this knob. Also, if you are sitting at the rear, you can still charge your laptops, tablets, etc. using the power socket which is provided at the rear seat. This is a standard 12-volt socket, so you can attach a phone charger, a tablet charger, or a laptop charger using this. Behind the passenger side, you also get these rear seat pockets which can be used for keeping some small stuff. All in all, the rear seat of Hyundai Grand i10 is a comfortable place to be in. The inside rear view mirror is a day-night mirror, so you can adjust it according to the driving conditions. When it comes to safety features, the passenger side airbag and driver side airbags are optional on the top of the line Asta variant. This is the Asta option variant which comes with dual airbags. You also get anti-lock braking system or ABS on the top of the line Asta option variant. When it comes to the ride quality, handling and drivability of this car, it does not actually feel like you are driving a diesel. It has very linear accelerations, it has very good power curves and torque curves. The torque is almost flat, but you have to shift or downshift when you are in a very slow traffic, because second gear does not work even at a speed of say 5 to 10 kilometers per hour. You have to downshift to first gear. But once you are past that speed, a speed of like 20 to 30 kilometers, then the rev band becomes very comfortable. We are right now cruising at speeds of around 90 kilometers per hour in fifth gear with RPM close to 2000 RPM, and it still gives good acceleration and good performance overall. We are going to test the acceleration of Hyundai Grand i10 diesel. This is a 1.1 liter diesel unit. Let us try to see how well it accelerates. We'll keep shifting gears towards the higher rev band levels. Let's start. I'm flooring the pedal. When it comes to the ride quality of this car, it feels really comfortable. I drive a Hyundai i10 and the i10 Grand feels a lot better. The suspension is a little too soft on the i10, whereas on Hyundai i10 Grand it is slightly tougher, so it makes it easier to corner at high speeds. It makes it very easier to change lanes with high confidence. The steering also feels a bit heavier, which actually gives you good confidence while you are driving on the high speeds. And the noise insulation job that they have done on the Hyundai i10 Grand is also much better than the i10. I don't feel any cabin noise. We are driving close to 80 kilometers per hour with the windows rolled up, and we have a noisy highway around us, but we have a very quiet and comfortable cabin inside. The air conditioning is also worth mentioning, is it does a very good job, and with the AC vents at the rear seats, the rear passengers also feel at home. The gear shifts on the Hyundai Grand i10 are also fairly smooth. The gearbox has been designed in a very nice way. The shifts work fine. The gear ratios are tall, and they are very aptly managed with the engine that they have on the offer. This U2 1.1 liter unit does a really good job. The convenience features of Hyundai Grand i10, like the integrated infotainment system which comes with phone call support or the phone support, is really convenient. I can accept a phone call just by pressing a button here, and I can reject the call. I have the number flashing on my infotainment display. I can decide whether to take this call or not. The call automatically goes on the speakerphone. In this case, I'll just reject the call by pressing this button. The multimedia system that we get on the Hyundai Grand i10, it has 4 speakers in the door. It comes on the top variants, and the audio system feels really good. The thump and the bass levels are satisfying, and you can play music through your USB pen drives. It also has 1 GB of internal memory. That is again a segment first that we have seen on cars in this price segment. We have come to the end of our day with the Hyundai Grand i10 diesel. It gave us a very pleasurable experience. It gives us very good interior space, and let's not forget the mileage. Mileage is one very important aspect for a small car buyer. This car claims to give 24 kilometers per liter under standard test conditions, but we drove it on highway as well as city in a mixed condition, and we drove about 103 kilometers as our trip meter shows. So in our few hours of our journey, we did 103 kilometers, and the fuel gauge still is very close to full. We started with a full tank, and the fuel gauge needle has not budged much, which really impresses us. We believe that it does deliver close to 20 kilometers per liter mileage in real world conditions, which is really impressive. So we come to the end of this video. We hope you like this video. Please press the like button below for more such videos. Stay subscribed by pressing the subscribe button. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.